Welcome everyone to your weekly tarot reading. We are tapping into the first week of April. It's already April, which is crazy. We're started spring technically, even though where I'm at, we still have a little bit of snow on the ground. But it is the week after Easter, so I hope all of you had a wonderful Easter. As I am recording this, it's actually before Easter, so for those of you that see this before, happy Easter. So this is a general reading. We tap into the collective and just see, kind of get general guidance information to support and help all of you that are watching. And again, it's general, so it may resonate, it may not. Take what does. You can check out some of the other videos. If you see a title and you're drawn to it, even though it may be from a different, like a past time frame, that's okay. There's a reason you're being pulled to it, so take a look and watch. There's probably something in there for you. So we'll pull a couple. I'm going to do a little bit different reading today. I'm going to do like a past, present, future one to get some information for you. We are moving into the solar eclipse coming up. So the energies are still intense. We had the eclipse on the lunar on the March 25th, and now we're moving into the solar eclipse on April 8th. So definitely similar themes popping up for everybody about really pushing up anything that doesn't, that we have to let go of or kind of face, transmute. And View from Above just came out. Get the bigger picture. Definitely tied to that. Like really getting that, going up high. Like we're so stuck in the weeds of our life and the details and like what's happening. But again, if someone has an objective view that they're not really in it, they have a better perspective. And I think that's what this is calling out for you this week, is like there's something that I feel like you need to, if anything happens during that week, there is kind of a lesson about like, I think you're immediately going to get like pulled into it deep and it's going to trigger a lot for you. But it's asking you to really like step back, maybe like sit on it before you respond or react or make a decision. And I think even if it's like 15 minutes or if you just wait a few hours or wait till the next day, I feel like you'll have a completely different view of the situation. And you'll definitely be like, oh, good thing I didn't, react or respond right away. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Yeah, it's asking you to, this situation is it's almost like a little lesson about, maybe if, again, you step back and wait, it's like you also have a stronger, like, you have a better control of the situation, or you can change it into a positive. And it also like allows you to like respond in a way where you're maybe seen as more aligned or empowered or like a leader if it's like a work related thing. And I'm also getting with this card, he has this lantern and it's nighttime and he's kind of like leading the charge here. And there's something about feeling like maybe you've been traversing a situation, or like your life lately has seemed like that. Like you feel a little lost, or like you're traversing through a lot right now. And it's like, it's not very clear, or like, when am I going to get out of this? But great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. So there may be an opportunity, and actually two cards just, I didn't know I grabbed two cards, so I'm going to take them. So I think there's definitely opportunity here, or something coming up for you to maybe travel, or like go out, like here, like they're traversing into the unknown a bit, like a territory that's unknown. And I feel like you have an opportunity to do this. And maybe it's asking you to venture forward and to actually like maybe take a leap of faith or say yes to this. Like maybe you do need to have a different perspective and like think about it for a little bit and have the power and the courage to actually do this. This may be something that you wouldn't normally like do or feel comfortable doing, but I definitely feel like this is going to lead to something great. And then the last card is finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So I feel like wherever this is taking you, like I feel like the universe and your higher self is like trying to get you to do something or go somewhere. And once you do, I feel like you're going to find a place or go somewhere, or like it's going to take you where it's almost like, whoa, like this is my place, or this is like, feels like home, or like if you've been looking for a change, you really, it's almost like it finally gives you the answer in this new, whether it's an actual place or you're traveling, or just like an experience. I feel like this really opens you up spiritually and you completely resonate with this new thing. And you're like, whoa, like it kind of changes you. And I feel like it really almost changes what you do moving forward in your life. Like, whoop. So we're going to do past. I'm going to pull 2 cards. The past, we have 5 of Swords and 8 of Swords. Present. 5 of Cups. 2 5s. Lots of stuck energy here. King of Swords. And a lot of swords. We have 3 swords. So, 2, I feel like you're definitely, you have a certain stuck mindset about certain things. And it's kind of kept you stuck in a situation or in a life experience. And I think getting the view from above, too, is having a different awareness of this kind of pattern of yours. And like people who are a lot more predominantly mindset driven or stuck in the mind and think with their mind more than like connecting to their intuition or heart. I feel like it's due to because you want to feel safe. Like you don't trust, or you've been programmed to believe too that like that's just how you traverse life. That could be something you picked up from your parents. But like definitely is trying to push you out of this because your mind is telling you, oh, you shouldn't do this. This is too risky, you know. And the 5 of Swords is kind of like this manipulation. And I feel like you kind of tend to manipulate yourself. Like your mind is always kind of talking you out of stuff, or again, trying to control things. But it's definitely left you stuck here and caused a lot of suffering. I feel like too, maybe you've had some big losses in the past and sadness and grief that has also kind of been a factor in creating these coping mechanisms of like always being thinking and not feeling things. Like you've almost, and as I'm saying that, the King of Cups pulls up. So yeah, that's like the future here. So you're shifting from connecting only in your mind and like shutting down your emotions. And like you're shifting into like life is asking you to really connect with your intuition and your emotional body, the King of Cups, and feel your way. Like what's the right decision for me based on feeling it in here in your heart instead of always like analyzing. And then the Sun. Wow. Yes, definitely. Like whatever, if you see this as a risky venture or like a risky decision, the cards are saying that you should do it, and it's definitely going to end. It's going to be a good investment or a good decision, or the risk is going to pay off for you. Also with the King of Swords, you tend to, it's almost like you have to see a clear outcome. Like you have to see the path and see what the outcome's going to be for you. And if you can't pick up on the outcome or know that it's going to like, again, that the investment is going to pay off, or that like if you move here or take this big vacation and spend the money, that again, that you have that like security that it's going to be okay and work out, or like if you put the money into this, or like again spend the money to go on this vacation or go to this place, you may feel like you don't have the money, but it's all going to work out for you. And it's again shifting out of this King of Swords, Eight of Swords, Five of Swords into like connecting to your heart and feeling it out. It's like I keep saying it's like, but this is kind of like, this is really a story about, a lot of you will probably resonate with this, and this is how you are. And you're like, oh, I'd love to do that. But then you have like a million excuses of why you shouldn't do it. And really, they're all fear-based. Like, well, I don't have the money, or, you know, I have to think about this coming up, or I can't take work off. And it's like, those are just all excuses. And I guarantee if you like took the steps to actually like spend the money or ask for time off, like it'll all work out for you. And then the Chariot here. So that's like the outcome here is like the Chariot, like you're really, things are going to move forward. And something about this is opening up. And that's what we don't get, is those little nuggets of like opportunities that just fall in our lap, or like intuitive like hits, like, oh, I feel like I should go here. Those are all your internal compass. And that's your higher self talking to you and the universe to lead you towards things that are, again, bringing you in more abundance and opportunities and happiness and peace, and leading you towards like your sanctuary, like your dream house, or that could be like moving to a location that's just more energetically aligned for you. If any of you have heard of cartography, it's actually like astrology, but it charts out based on when you were born, astrologically, and it shows you a map, and it tells you like where your planets are in the ley lines there based on your planets. There's different places on the planet that actually have different meaning for you, that actually bring up certain dynamics. Some places, depending on your chart, are definitely more, I would say, negative for you. Like some of them are always going to be, if you're in that location, you know, potentially like it just could always bring up, it could be very karmic. So like if you're living there, you're going to have a lot of karmic experiences, which equates to more negativity and suffering, and things are, it's like it's more resistant energy to like do things, where other places, it's just like this alignment where it's going to like, you're just going to magnetize abundance. Some places are going to be more in line for like attracting love. And for some reason, I'm getting that to tell you, because I feel like with this great adventure and finding sanctuary is like almost like finding a place that really aligns with you, and you finally like, there's a powerful portal of energy there for you. So this could be about moving, traveling, just taking a risk. I mean, you don't have to maybe move out of state or anything, out of the country, but this could be just like venturing and looking at houses, or like moving to a new city. Maybe you don't feel good in the house you're in, you know, or this could even be about a job, and like finally taking a risk to like leave the job and like start doing something you really want to do. Yeah, because definitely life has been the Nine of Wands for you. So it's like, I always say this is like the over it card. It's like it's like trudging along, just like everything's hard. It's like this resistant energy. It's almost like hiking through sludge and mud and like carrying your backpack, and you're just like, I'm tired, I'm over it. Like, when are we going to get out of this like mud, you know? And it's almost like the universe is again opening up an opportunity for you to like lighten your load, make things easier. And it's like, you're going to have all the excuses not to do it, but you definitely should. I just want to get one for this Five of Swords. I mean, I think it's pretty clear, but yeah, the Devil. Yeah, this is rooted in fear. Like the binds that tie you to your fears, and like This could also be like ties that bind you to a location, or like, oh, my family's all here, but like your family kind of always is a little toxic and just creates a lot of, drama. So something there is like keeping you in this, like, also this control mindset. Like, I have to control things. And there's like a power imbalance I'm picking up here. So this could be tied to a job. And it's almost this saying like, you can't win, worth trying. Like, you can't do anything to win. Like, no matter what you do to try and win this battle, like, you're always going to lose. that could be the type of job you're into. So this definitely could apply to any situation, like work, just like where you're living, just your general life, like just not feeling good where you're at anymore, wanting to move, just general connections, So, however that resonates for you. All right. And just for fun, let's pull a timing card for this great adventure, like in Chariot. Like, what's the timing on this? I feel like definitely, I mean, we're talking about beginning of April, so you might all of a sudden have something that pops up at the beginning of April. But like, let's look at the Chariot here. When are you actually gonna like feel this like push moving forward of energy? Before the end of the summer months. Okay. So something starts tied to this reading next week, but it's gonna kind of like unfold through the summer. So this could be like an opportunity to do something in the summer months, or maybe you do something before the summer and then that ends up really making you decide to make a different change in your life or decision by the end of the summertime. And then the Chariot, it's like by the end of the summer, you're moving. This could be like moving somewhere, or like moving locations, moving jobs, getting out of a job that you don't like. So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for joining in. Definitely, if you like the reading, comment, and subscribe is very helpful. But thanks all. You guys have a good first week in April.